KKR versus Punjab Kings, Kolkata Knight Riders, second match in the 19th edition of the IPL. Joining me for the show is Mohar Chaudhary and Debashish Sen from outside of the Eden Gardens. They'll be bringing us all the updates from Ground Zero, and of course, Shomik Chakrabarti as well. Debashish, I'll go over to you first. You've been there for a very long time. You know, one thing that I don't like about you is the fact that if it's a 6:30 game, you'll be there by 2.
But the first update that I'm going to give you that no rain so far. There has been a lot of forecast of showers. So this time, that time, there has been bulletin. We have been seeing it across social media. There's going to be showers around 7, around 8, 44% around 7 p.m., 60% around blah, blah, blah. But so far, throughout the day, it has not, there hasn't been any rain since morning. So that's the big update. But yes, there is a chance of showers later in the evening. You never know. As we turned up at the Eden Gardens, the entire ground was covered. But let me tell you one thing. For the first time, I haven't witnessed such a low-key atmosphere. There are hardly any fans, Gargi. Means hardly any fans. And if the Eden Gardens is today half full, I won't be surprised at all. We are doing the live show around 6:30 now. There is the roads around surrounding. It's pretty empty. In fact, if you look at this car park area, it's normally very full. Means by now, but maybe one reason maybe the elections.
Yes.
One reason maybe the elections. Second reason maybe the forecast, because people have been following the weather forecast. So and also the third most important thing is the team is doing badly. First two matches they have lost. There is not much expectations from this squad. The KKR squad, yes, they might pull up a surprise. They might win this game, but the first two games they have been very, very disappointing. The performance have been very, very disappointing, and so these are the main three reasons I would reckon for the low turnout so far, Gargi.
And Mohor, I'm quite surprised that there's not enough crowd at the Eden Gardens, because usually it's jam packed. Even for the World Cup, if you see how well the Kolkata crowd supported even the non-India matches, it was brilliant to watch how people were showing up. But Debashish is right here. First of all, it's a Monday. People will be coming back from work at this point in time. Maybe as the day goes by, as the evening goes by, more people will come in. But tell me about the mood outside of the stadium. What's it like? How excited are you?
Yes, Gargivi. If you look at the crowd, it's not as much as it was on the first day. I mean, obviously, for sure, it could have been because it was the first home game, so people were excited. But today, the crowd is comparatively much less, and even the fact that I'm standing here, there's no interruption, nothing. I can do my life peacefully. Last day, there were people screaming, shouting slogans. Today, it's a much low-key atmosphere out here. Maybe it could be because it's a Monday, because maybe they are maybe disappointed with the performance of the team. But regardless, I have not seen this much low turnout in a really long time. Even during the test match, number of people showed up. Even like you mentioned in the World Cup games, where even when India was not playing, there were plenty of people right here at the stadium. But today it's a bit low key. I am not sure if why. But anyway, I came here quite early. I was standing right there when the team bus was coming in, and I mean, obviously, whoever was there, they were excited nonetheless. They were screaming, shouting slogans, wanting to look at the players. You know, there is excitement, but I think the turnout will be much lesser today.
Shomik, let me get to the big question now. Do you think KKR can get their first win of the season? We've seen them not do so well in the games that they played. And this is a fire-packed Punjab Kings. We've seen what they can do. What are your thoughts about it?
Gargi, if it is a truncated game, then it's a lottery. You never know. I mean, if there is rain interruption and the number of overs are reduced, in that case, it's a lottery, and the team that will bat second will have a clear advantage. That is for sure. But I don't know. I mean, if the weather forecast is coming from Guldar, I don't read too much into that. Otherwise, as Devashish has said, so far there is no rain, but it is overcast. I don't know whether Devashish would be able to tell us whether the outfield is under cover at this moment or not. If it is under cover, we have to. So it is not undercover. It is not undercover. He has confirmed. So we are expecting. Scheduled start 7 o'clock toss, 7:30 game will start. But apart from that, see, there is a Bengali proverb, and as because it is KKR Gargi, and you are also a Bengali by scent. We are Bengali by descent, and you are a Bengali by scent. So the fact is that there is a Bengali proverb that is called Bagher Muke, and this is KKR's situation today. The way Punjab Kings have been playing, and you look at their batting lineup, if you look at Shreya Iyer, and you are talking about the turnout. I think the crowd will be cheering more for Shreya than the KKR players because all the reasons that Debashish and Mohor have listed, all of them hold true. Absolutely, and there are a few more reasons. Obviously, weather this unpredictable weather is a factor. But if you look at this KKR side, they don't have a superstar to speak of. Until last season, there was Andre Russell. Andre Russell was huge as a player for the KKR fans. But this season, there is only Sunil Narine, and apart from that, this team doesn't have a superstar. And whoever says that, there is no need for a star culture or, whatever it is, sport needs superstars, stars. So, fact of the matter is that this is one of the reasons. If it is a full game, I will back, given the unpredictability of, taking into account the unpredictability of T20 cricket, I would still back Punjab Kings because they are a well-rounded side. For KKR to win this game, they will have to make early inroads. They will have to dismiss the Punjab Kings openers early and Shreyash Iyer early. If they can't do it, they can wave the long kiss goodnight to this game also.
Devashish, a lot of people here talking about Ajinkya Rahane and saying that Ajinkya Rahane should be dropped for Tim Seifert. Are you seeing anything like that happening? Obviously not. Okay, Ajinkya Rahane is your captain, but are you seeing a change maybe in the top order?
Very much so. Yes, I would guess so, because they have they have Sunil Narine in their ranks. So why not try with Sunil Narine and Finn Allen at the start, and then Ajinkya Rahane can go in at number 3. But then again, with Ajinkya Rahane, we have seen in the first 2 matches he has given a brisk start, but then once the power play is over, then again suddenly his strike rate drops. But he is one to admit that there is no issue with his strike rate, but there has been a lot of criticism with his strike rate, and we have seen it has been the talking point with the KKR captain. It's not firing after the power play. Yes, the 67 that is scored in the last match against Sunrisers Hyderabad of 40 balls. Yes, he had a great start in the power play, but suddenly his that might be one option, maybe to start with Sunil Narine and Finland. But I don't see Gargi. If you ask me, I don't see the KKR will making any changes with regard to their foreign players. Yes, they can spring a surprise in getting a few change in the Indian players. But when it comes to foreign players, I would say that they will again go with a Cameron Green, Sunil Narine, then Blessing Muzarabani, and of Finn Allen. So I don't see any change. Ideally, if you ask me, in fact, both Shomikda and myself were discussing. In fact, Shomikda also said me that there is a high possibility of Robman Powell getting an opportunity, but I don't see that happening. Neither Rachin Ravindra. Both of them had a long practice session. I reported it as well. Rachin Ravindra and Robman Powell spending a long time, match day -2 here at the Eden Gardens. But you never know. Means obviously, and the biggest concern for KKR is that they have the think tank have been very stubborn. They are in that same mind frame and the same mindset that they are going to go in with this so and so foreign players, and so this is a format where you need to be flexible, and that is unfortunately the first 2 matches Whether they're going to change in their playing order, we'll soon find out once the toss happens.
Absolutely. Okay. There are some questions here. Tell us about the weather. The weather is clear, as you can see in Mohor and Debashish's window. There's no rain at the moment. Yes, there was some prediction, but it doesn't seem like it's going to rain, right, Mohor?
No, no, Gargidi. If I talk about right now, it's like the sky is pretty clear. It doesn't seem like it's going to rain. Yeah, according to the weather prediction, I mean, if you look at Google or somewhere else, they're saying that it's supposed to rain from around 8:30. So it could well be a start-stop game, but I don't see it being a washout. But if I have to report from here, standing at this moment, it doesn't look like it's going to rain.
All right, all right. Okay, Shailesh always drops a prediction, win prediction before in every one of our pre-match shows. He's saying KKR 60% match win, Finn Allen 100 runs, Sunil Narayan 3 wickets, Varun Chakravarti 3 wickets. All right, so I'm going to take a hint out of this and actually ask you about Varun Chakravarti, Shomik. We've spoken about him before. We've done a special show on Varun Chakravarti talking about his googly, how it's no longer penetrative. But I really want to ask you, what is the way around for him? How does he make a comeback in this IPL?
As we have discussed on the show, and I wrote my copy also. I mean, based on the observations from a very renowned coach, Zubin Barucha, that he needs a very good coach at this moment in time, and that is the best. His best coach could be Sunil Narine. His best coach is in his pressing room, Sunil Narine, and Sunil Narine himself has gone through several phases in his career, several adversities in his career. So there is no better coach for Varun at this moment in time than Sunil. He needs to turn to him, and because KKR doesn't have a designated spin bowling coach, so and I mean, Varun doesn't need that. When you have Sunil Narine in the dressing room, he is your spin bowling coach. So turn to him. Actually, these are the issues you get rectified during off season, but now it's a 2 month long tournament. You cannot go into an off season. If you take a clean break, if you take a clean break and say, I'm stepping, I'm stepping aside for a couple of games, 3 games. There is always that uncertainty factor in every player that if I leave, if albeit temporarily, then will I be able to get back because other players are winning? That uncertainty is always there. So let's see how it happens. But unless and until it is rectified, you see at the batting lineup there, someone like Shreyas Iyer in the middle, and who is, I mean, who can, who is one of the best players against spin in India. So it heightens Varun's degree of difficulty even more in this game. Then again, cricket is a funny game. You never know. If he gets a couple of wickets up front, then that could be a serious confidence boost. We have to, as far as KKR fans, they will have to keep their fingers crossed. But Gargi, or taking a little detour, if I also may talk about KKR's composition, I think, and Devashish gave his views, and I agree with that. I think KKR should drop Ramandeep Singh, bring on Robman Powell in the middle order, drop Blessings Buzramani, start with Kartik Tyagi, and open with Finn Allen and Sunil Narayan with Ajinkya at number 3. That I think that I think is an option. Whether they will do it or not, it's totally up to the KKR team management. I think because KKR have been missing middle order firepower, and Ramandeep Singh, irrespective of his talent or power hitting skills, it's not working. And when someone like Robman Powell, who is almost a like for like Andre Russell, is warming the bench after losing back to back matches, why not turn to him? It's my simple logic.
Absolutely. And one thing before we go ahead, I think at the beginning of the show I misspoke and said that this is KKR's second game. This is KKR's third game. They have lost two in a trot, as we were obviously talking about, but I misspoke that. The question that I want to ask you, Debashish, here is, sorry, Mohor, here is, do you think we are overreacting to KKR's two losses, or do you think there's actually something structurally off with this team?
Uh, Look, I don't think we are overreacting because it's not like that they are not in form, they are not playing well. It's just the fact that probably something is. I mean, okay, let me reframe. It's not like you can immediately bring in certain replacements and things will get fine in no time. Even if we want certain replacements, we have to constantly think at the back of our head that who do we drop? Will it be a good option to drop so and so person? Because the two players that we used to rely on, especially if I give an example for spin, both of them are world class players. They have proven their mettle time and time again. And now they are not being able to perform. So do you drop these two? Will you rest Varun Chakravarti? How will that impact the team? Is it possible? Who is a better replacement for him? Also, Rovman Powell, for example, I would like him to come to the team, come into the team, obviously, because now that Andre Russell is not here, a proper replacement for taking on the finisher role in the lower order would be very nice. But will the team go for it? And if the team does go for it, who do you drop? Who misses out on because of that? Also, one more example, if I give you, Sunil Narayan, when he came to bat out last day at number 7 or 8, I don't exactly remember the order, but when he came out to bat, we did see sparks of brilliance. So I think maybe he's better suited as an opener alongside Finn Allen to maximize the power play. But in that case, where do you put Ajinkya Rahane, number 3? We have seen he has struggled against spin. His strike rate drops. So in that case, what happens? So in that case, you drop your captain. And if again you do drop your captain, who becomes the captain? Can you rely on that person for on a long term basis, especially at this point? All these questions. So I don't think we are overreacting.
All right. Devashish, if I ask you about Punjab Kings now, moving our attention, we've for so long spoken about Punjab Kings, or I have spoken about Punjab Kings not having that brand. They don't necessarily have a Virat Kohli or an MS Dhoni type brand, but the immersion of Shreyas Iyer has suddenly changed things for them. Fans are rallying around that team. The way that Shreyas Iyer has led that team with the bat, with his man management, I think a lot of credit goes to Shreyas Iyer and Ricky Ponting for the way that they have, completely changed the dressing room.
And it reflected in the performance. If you look at they have reached the finals last season. This time round also they have started the season fantastically, and some of the overseas recruits. If you talk about Cooper Connolly, he has seamlessly adjusted into that playing 11. These are the additions who you talk about. Means Cooper Connolly, that first match where he scored that 72, means obviously Punjab Kings were in some sort of trouble, but he single-handedly bailed out Punjab Kings. You talk about the second match, obviously, and they have a lot of variety in their bowling attack. I think it's a completely balanced side after Mumbai Indians. I might be it might be debated, but for me, I think Mumbai Indians and Punjab Kings are the two most balanced sides. You look at that batting lineup: Prabh Simran Singh and Priyank Sharia. The start they are giving at opening the batting. Then you have a Cooper Connolly, followed by Shreyas Iyer. Once again, Shreyas Iyer we all know, and then you have Marcus Stoinis, Shashank Singh, Marco Jansen. So and they bat deep. And when it comes to bowling, once again they have a Javier Doherty, Yarshdeep Singh, Yajuvendra Chahal. Yajuvendra Chahal has a very, very good record here at Eden Gardens against KKR. So I think Punjab Kings have all bases covered. KKR will have to play really, really well if they have to unsettle Punjab Kings. Last time also, when these two sides met here at the Eden Gardens, Punjab Kings scored 201 before rain actually abandoned the game. And so I think the onus will be on the Kolkata Knight Riders side to pull up their stalls. But whether they can do it, obviously I have my reservations. I would love to see KKR win, but I don't get that confidence, Gargi, to ask me, to see KKR giving that fight, because the first two matches have been so disappointing.
Yes, Shomik.
Gargi, now I put you in a quagmire. The fact is that now think about, I'm not asking you about any decimals. The thing is that now
Thank
think
you.
about now think about the irony.
Yeah.
Now Sreyash is back to the theater where he lifted the IPL trophy. Punjab Kings now have the best captain of the IPL, and KKR over the last 2 years, KKR have been suffering from a leadership crisis. A few more quid, and KKR probably would have stayed in Calcutta itself, for Kolkata Knight Riders. But they broke the bank. The KKR
Or
management broke the bank
yeah.
for Venkatesh Iyer. So, how do you look at this irony? Now that KKR is now that Sreyash is once again back at Eden Gardens.
You know how when you have your first heartbreak and you wake up with this pang in your chest? I think that's what they will feel tonight when they watch Shreyas Iyer out there. It's as simple as that. Everyone in that management must be ruining the decision of letting go of Shreyas Iyer every single day. And every single time that KKR step out on that field, they are reminded of that leadership void that they have. While it was happening, I think we all agree that while it was happening, while we were hearing the news that Shreyas Iyer might be let go, during that entire period, we all thought this is the craziest thing to have ever happened in the IPL history, because how are you letting go of the captain that won you the trophy? He in that season, I remember he had led with the bat. He had obviously, man managed the dressing room very well. He had inculcated this very positive atmosphere in the dressing room. And then suddenly, the very next season, you get dropped for a Venkatesh Iyer who was not even made the captain. So it made absolutely no sense. And if you remember, letting go of Phil Salt as well, what prompted that? I did not
Exactly.
understand any of those
Absolutely.
decisions from the KKR management, and now it was like an axe to their own foot. So
And
I am so
I take you back to the first game of 2024 season. The
yeah.
season KKR won the title. First game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Heinrich Klaassen has had almost taken Sunrisers Hyderabad to victory. Only a
Yes.
few runs left in the first over. It was Shreyash's decision not to give the ball to Andre Russell and bring on Harshit Rana. And that turned out to be a tactical masterstroke. Debashish will also remember that. So this is what captaincy is all about, and this is what KKR have been missing.
Mohor, I'll come to you, but I'm going back to Debashish because I really want to know what the pitch is looking like. Um, Tonight in the press conference, will there be a mention of Shujon Mukherjee or no?
You never know. So far, the Kolkata Knight Riders captain or be it their coach, they have refrained from making any comments about the wicket. Means all Abhishek Nair had to say in one of the press conferences that it looks like a very good wicket, and obviously without going further deep down, means, and you can clearly understand. Means yes, last season, so, the amount of controversy it created. Even Simon Dool and Harsha Bhogle went on air commenting that the home franchises should be given the home advantage, and then CB comes up with a statement that they have complained it. In fact, they complained it to BCCI that it blown a lot of water um, went under the Ganges. But I think once again this time round they have consciously, the Kolkata Knight Riders team management have consciously stayed away from making any loose comment about the wicket. But you never know, Gargi. If they suppose lose against Punjab Kings, Ajinkya Rahane turning up for the press conference. Yes, he was asked in the last press conference as well about the wicket, where he said that yes, it was a good wicket. It was a good batting wicket. But you never know if KKR once if falters tonight, then you might see a remark or so. But um, as of now, the wicket there will be runs, as is the case always in the last few seasons that we have seen in IPL. There has been runs for scoring. Unfortunately, Kolkata Knight Riders couldn't chase 226. It was very much chaseable, very much chaseable. and it was a good comeback, I would say, for Kolkata Knight Riders once after the start given by the Sunrisers Hyderabad. At one point of time, they looked like posting anywhere around 250. But let's see. Again, once again, at Shumikda rightly said, you need to see the back of the Punjab Kings openers. Once again, it will be if they stay in the middle for at least the first 6 overs, the KKR is steering around 70 to 80 runs, and that will set the platform for Punjab Kings batters to post anywhere around 225 to 230. And I think with this KKR outfit, you never know. You never know.
Mohor, there are obviously a lot of viewers who are joining in now, and they are asking for weather update once again. Can you please give everyone a comprehensive update on the weather, whether or not there are more predictions coming forward?
Yeah, as of now, sky looks pretty clear. There doesn't look like it's going to rain. But as per Google predictions or
Okay, Mohor,
on the weather apps,
sorry,
it might.
sorry for interrupting you. Your voice is breaking up quite a lot, and
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
not able to understand what you're saying. So, if you could log back in or find
Am
a
I
different
audible
place
now?
that would be.
Okay. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
All right, Chomik, I'll get to you with a different question now. Devashish has spoken about the pitch. We don't know. And I imagine the
I'll
conversation
just
that
give you
must
the
have.
weather update once again for viewers
Okay.
joining in late. I'll just give you the detailed weather update. Yeah, we are just 5 minutes away from the toss, and it has not rained. It has not rained. There have been, and the social media is flooded. The Twitter X is flooded with weather forecasts, and it will be rain so and so time. But as of now, we are just 5 minutes away, and it has not rained. It has not rained. I can actually show you if I can. Um, Let me just turn around my camera. You can actually see that the sky is pretty clear without any rain whatsoever. And but if it's rain, let me just give a slight detail as to if it rains, then obviously um, uh, 8:30 is the cutoff time. After
Yeah.
8:30 p.m., overs will get deducted. So, so after, even if it rains around 7:30, the
Yeah.
umpires can wait till 8:30 before the overs start getting reduced. So, and if it rains, and if it is a 14 over a side match, then there will be no strategic timeout. 14 over a side game, no strategic timeout. And obviously, we all know that if it's a 5 over a side game, 5 over a side each, then the cutoff time for the match to happen is 10:56 p.m. So after 10:56 p.m., if the match doesn't start, then the match is abandoned. But for that to happen, the toss will have to happen at 10:41 p.m. So if it is a 5 over a side game, then the toss will have to happen at 10:41 p.m. and after 15 minutes it will be a 10:56 p.m. start. So I think, but let's not think too far ahead because it has not rained yet. It has not rained yet, and we are just few minutes away from the toss. Let's hope we get to see a full game. That's the weather update from here, Gargi.
All right. Thank you for that very comprehensive weather update,
Very,
Devash.
very comprehensive. Excellent, Devashish.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I
Navdeep
had no doubt.
Saini, Navdeep Saini, meanwhile, is about to make his debut.
Oh,
I
is
mean,
that?
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
I mean, on telly, he has been given the cap.
Okay, lovely then. Some game time for Navdeep Saini as well. Vaibhav Arora is not bowling.
He's not
Oh,
bowling.
no. So I'm just checking some updates, and it says that Vaibhav Arora is not a part of the warm-ups. So
Okay,
it could be that Navdeep Saini is replacing Vaibhav Arora. I
could well
know
be.
Vaibhav
Yeah.
Arora has not been at his best, but Shomik, replacing him just after 2 games?
No, you would never know. It could be a niggle also. It could be a niggle also because in this heat, in this weather, bowlers can develop cramps. So it can happen. And now Ajinkya is at the toss. I think he will, whatever the changes he will explain. whatever the changes, and he would give the lowdown as far as the changes are concerned. So I more than the form, I think on Navdeep Saini, one thing Navdeep Saini will do. I don't know whether the radar would be working or not, but he will bring a lot of pace. He will bring a lot of pace, but the radar needs to work. That is the main thing. If the radar works at that pace, then that is trouble for the batsman. Ajinkya has won the toss.
How are you getting updates this fast?
No, I'm watching it on TV. I'm watching it on TV.
So, what has he decided? Do you have
Bowl
any idea?
first, bowl first. Ajinkya has won the toss
They
and
will bat.
decided to bowl first.
No, they will
Okay,
bat. They will bat. I mean, he chose to bat. KKR chose to bat.
let's see. Let's see what's going. Yeah, they opted to bat first. What do you think about this, Debashish? Debashish, can you hear me? No. Mohor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I just rejoined. Could you just repeat the question?
Yeah, KKR batting first. What are your thoughts?
They want to bat first.
Mohor, I'm still not able
I
to.
wouldn't have. I wouldn't have.
So,
I generally would have also.
interrupting you here
Why not
because
always?
your audio is bad. Audio
More,
is
please
quite
go
bad.
go. More, please go near East Bengal Club. You will get a better internet there.
Yeah. Debashish, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. I could hear you.
Okay, KKR opt to bat first. What are your thoughts? Is this the right move?
Absolutely right move, but I would have loved to bowl first, considering there is rain around the corner. So ideally for me, if you ask me, given the forecast of showers, you would have rather preferred to chase, see the total and chase. But once again, now that KKR is batting first, they need to post a big total because this Punjab lineup, they have a lot of firepower. So it goes to be seen as to who. Have you got the batting order or have you got the playing 11? I cannot see.
Not yet.
yet.
Not yet.
We
Not
all
yet.
know. We all know we're never going to get it on time. So patience is a virtue. You know, they don't say that for nothing. Okay. Yash Sharma is saying, I would like to hear words on KKR management letting go of the
Okay,
captain who won
okay.
you the trophy.
Huge update. Varun Chakravarti is injured. Sunil Narin is sick.
Oh, damn. That's half the squad.
It's kind of a blessing in disguise, I would say.
Oh,
Kind of a
wow.
blessing in disguise, I would say.
Harsh words. Harsh words,
Rob,
Devashish.
I told you Robman Powell would be in the team. Robman Powell is in the team.
Clearly, you're in the wrong profession, Shomik.
No. I had that. Whatever it is, I can't reveal the source. I can't reveal the source, of course. As a reporter, I can't
Of
reveal the
course,
source.
of course.
But I was told that it could be a case that Robman Powell would be playing.
Okay, so Rovman Powell comes in. Navdeep Saini comes in. Who comes in place of Varun Chakravarti then? A spin option?
I have to just look at the team sheet again.
Also, Debashish, Navdeep Saini is playing, and it doesn't seem like Vaibhav Arora is doing his warm ups at the moment.
Um, is the team out? Means I just want to.
Yeah, no, Vaibhav Arora is playing. Vaibhav is playing.
Okay,
So
okay.
Yeah,
Navdeep Saini is also playing.
Navdeep Saini is also playing, but I'm not too sure if Cam Green is playing. We have to see if Cam Green is playing or not.
These are quite wholesome changes. Of course, two of them are forced.
Is it
But
is it a
wholesome.
case of is it a case of Debashish? Is it a case of pressing the panic button a little too early?
Pardon?
Is it a case of pressing the panic button a little too early? We are just in 2 matches into a long season.
Yeah, I think it means obviously it's too early in the season, Shomikda, if you ask me, because IPL is a long tournament. But obviously, whether Ajinkya Rahane has taken the right call in batting first, given the firepower that Punjab Kings possess, so they need to bat really well. Anything around 200, Shomikda, I can guarantee you that Punjab Kings will fancy chasing here on this Eden Gardens track. They will fancy chasing whatever if the target is around 200. So KKR will have to bat really well. And I think as I was saying that it was a kind of a blessing in disguise to have a Robman Powell, because he can be the aggressor in the lower middle order, and perhaps you can expect him to score and score at a brisk pace, and also he can give you a couple of overs as well. So I think, but is Blessing Muzarabani also playing or not?
Right now, I have the Punjab Kings lineup: Shreya Iyer,
I have
Prabhsimran Singh. Yeah, you have na. So
yeah, I
Gargi,
have
please go ahead.
both the playing
No, no,
11s. Give
Gargi,
me a
please,
minute.
please, you please go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll start with Kolkata Knight Riders. You've got Finn Allen, Ajinkya Rahane, Cameron Green is playing, Ankrish Raghuvanshi, Rovman Powell, Rinku Singh, Ramandeep Singh, Anukul Roy, Navdeep Saini, Vaibhav Arora, and Kardik Tyagi. So this is a pacer-heavy playing 11. Punjab Kings, Prabh Simran Singh, Cooper Connolly, Shreyas Iyer, Nehal Vadera, Shashank Singh, Marcus Stoinis, Marco Jansen, Javier Batlet, Vishak Vijay Kumar, Arshdeep Singh, and Yuzvendra Chahal. Your final reactions on the playing 11s, and then we can close the show.
Gargi, with your permission, I have one final question for Debashish. That is, Debashish, obviously, you are absolutely right that KKR need to post a big total to put Punjab Kings under pressure. But tell me one thing, even if KKR get to 230, then who will defend that target? Who are their middle over bowlers and who are their death bowlers?
Can you just confirm is if Blessing Muzarabani is an impact sub? Who are the four foreign players? Obviously, Cameron Green is playing, Robman Powell is playing, and Finn Allen is playing. Is Blessing
I'll tell
Muzarabani
you,
an impact
Devashish.
impact sub?
I'll tell you. Yes, Blessing Muzarbani is in the impact subs along with Manish Pandey, Tejasvi Dahiya, Rahul Tripathi, and Saurabh Dubey.
So I think one of the batters will have to will make way for Blessing Muzarabani when KKR bowl in the second inning. So I think he will further bolster the pace attack by being the impact sub. So that's a very good move.
But
I think that has been the
no,
case
but
with
do you
most of the
see?
teams.
But Devashish, do you see a death? So death over special is there. A middle over special is there in that bowling lineup. Who is their middle overs? Because Sunil Narine, the way he used to do in the middle overs, the way he used to do at the death, Barun, when he is in his form. Who is in that bowling lineup? They are middle over bowlers and death over bowlers.
No one, Shomikta, if you ask me, no one. Very inexperienced when it comes to who will bowl you those middle overs. KKR always relied on a Sunil Narayan and a Varun Chakravarti in the middle overs. But in this game, with both of them not playing, I think huge task ahead. Given that the Punjab Kings might just capitalize in those middle overs. So I think the problems plenty for Night Riders. But the key now is to post a big total. They need to bat Punjab Kings out of this match if they are fancying getting the first point on board. Means otherwise anything around 200 Punjab Kings will fancy chasing the total.
All right, let's take predictions and close the show. Mohor, who's winning tonight? What do you think?
Am I audible? Okay. So okay, fine. I mean, I'm not quite convinced with the lineup that just got revealed. I have my doubts about of a spin option not being there. I don't know. I'm not convinced. Also, the decision after winning the toss, I thought they would opt to chase. But okay, if they are batting first and they have to post a very big total because it's a belter of a track here at Eden Gardens, anything can be chased easily chased down. And also because you don't have your experienced bowlers by your side, you have to rely on your batting and post a very big total. Already, I mean, they've lost two games, but on the other hand, if you look at Punjab Kings, far more balanced team, great batting depth. all the bowlers in form. Yuzvendra Chahal, for example, has been consistently bowling, picking up wickets, controlling the overs. So, in my opinion, as per pen and paper, and also as per whatever performance that we have seen from both the teams, and also the fact that Punjab Kings will be coming after wins after winning a couple of games, so they are definitely high on confidence. So, I think practically, from a practical standpoint, I would definitely think Punjab would win today.
Shamik?
49.6 KKR and Punjab Kings and point 0.4 super over.
What?
49.6 each and 0.4 super over. I will come
I
to you
can't
for
believe it.
fractions.
You're giving them equal chances.
Yeah,
You're giving.
I'm giving them.
Wow.
I'm giving them equal chances.
Great.
Super
Tomic's
over
just
would be
going with the
interesting.
vibe. He's just going
Super.
with
I
the
would
vibe.
love to see. I would love to see a super over if it happens.
More, that means you're going home at 1 a.m.
Okay.
She did not think this through. She did not think through before answering.
Exactly.
True that.
But
True that.
but
True
I am
that. It
coming
gets
back to
extended.
you, Gargi. I'm coming back to you with that decimal and fractions because I have set the tone. I have set the tone with 49.6 or 49.3. I have set the tone with 49.3. So it's over to you. When you will be, you will have the last word in terms of predictions and fractions and decimals.
Yep. Devashish, I'll come back with that. Devashish, your prediction.
I will put my money on Punjab Kings. It's purely because this KKR bowling lineup without Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti is very inexperienced. Very inexperienced. Means, so I think KKR will have to bat really well so as to make a match of it. Because that Punjab
Yeah.
Kings, I think they have all the bases covered. So let's see.
Sorry.
Mute.
I'm saying this is a 70-30 situation. I don't think there's any chance of it going to a fraction. I think it's a clear cut. Punjab Kings are the clear cut winners, not winners, but favorites here. So that's what my prediction is. When it's a closer game with similar teams when it comes to power, then I'll give fractions. That's what the condition is.
But I stick to 49.3 each.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We'll be back at the end of the game, so don't forget to join us then. Till then, stay tuned and enjoy the game.